Two identical F-150s, same engine, same mileage. One of them is running quiet and strong at 220,000 miles. The other developed timing chain noise, turbo wear, and oil consumption before it hit 120,000. Same truck, same driving profile, different oil. I've seen this exact pattern in my shop more than once, and every time I trace it back, it leads to the same place. The oil the owner was using and whether that oil was actually the right choice for how they were driving the truck. Ford recommends 0W-20 in most F-150s. It's printed in the manual, it's what the dealer puts in. What most owners don't know is that recommendation was written to pass fuel economy and emissions tests. It was not written with your EcoBoost under towing load, or your truck sitting in stop-and-go traffic in 95-degree heat, or your 140,000-mile Coyote in mind. So we're going through all three: 0W-20, 5W-30, and 5W-40. In the conditions F-150s actually live in. Not a lab, not a European driving cycle, city traffic, highway pulls, cold starts, towing, heat, real mileage. By the end, you'll know exactly which oil fits your truck and why. I'm RJ, 20 years on Fords. Let's get into it. Why Ford recommends 0W-20 and what they're not telling you. 0W-20 is a very thin oil. In a modern engine with tight manufacturing tolerances, it flows immediately on cold start, reduces friction slightly, and improves fuel economy by a measurable amount, typically 1 to 2%. For Ford's fleet fuel economy averages, for CAFE compliance, for hitting emissions targets, that fraction of a percent matters. That's why 0W-20 appears in the manual. Ford also writes that recommendation around the warranty period. Most factory warranties cover the first 3 to 5 years. In that window, a modern engine running the correct weight oil in normal conditions will be fine on 0W-20. The warranty window is not the same as the ownership window. A lot of F-150 owners keep their trucks for 10, 12, 15 years. They tow, they idle in heat, they live in climates where summer temperatures push the engine harder than Ford's test cycle ever modeled. In those conditions, real F-150 conditions, the thinnest oil in the lineup starts to show its limits. Ford's recommendation passes the test. Whether it protects your specific truck for your specific life is a different question. The manual was written for the warranty window. Most F-150 owners are driving well past it. How we tested: real F-150 conditions, not a lab. The oils we tested: 0W-20 full synthetic, 5W-30 full synthetic, and 5W-40 full synthetic, all tested in the same engine, a 3.5-liter EcoBoost, the most common F-150 engine on the road right now. We also cross-referenced results against 5.0 Coyote behavior, which I'll note where relevant. The conditions we focused on were the ones that actually stress oil in an F-150 rather than an ideal test cycle. Cold starts in winter temperatures. This is when most engine wear actually happens. The seconds between key turn and full oil pressure reaching the cam phasers, turbo bearings, and valve train are the most destructive of any drive cycle. We measured how quickly oil reached critical components and how much protection it provided in those first seconds. EcoBoost heat under load. Turbocharged engines generate heat at the turbo bearing journals that naturally aspirated engines never see. Under sustained highway load or towing, EcoBoost oil temperatures run significantly higher than the manual's assumed baseline. We tracked oil temperature behavior under sustained load for each viscosity. Stop-and-go traffic. Extended idle time and drive with the torque converter engaged builds heat without the airflow that highway driving provides. This is the condition most urban F-150 owners are in every day. And it's one of the hardest on oil film stability: high mileage. We specifically tracked how each oil performed in engines past 100,000 miles, where seal clearances are slightly wider, cam phaser wear is more advanced, and the engine is less tolerant of thin oil under pressure. The results across those conditions are what we're walking through now. 0W-20, what it does right and where it falls short. In the right conditions, 0W-20 is genuinely excellent oil. Let's be clear about that before we get into where it struggles. Cold start protection on 0W-20 is the best of the three. In below freezing temperatures, it flows faster than any other common F-150 oil weight. It reaches turbo bearings and cam phasers in less time after cold start than 5W-30 or 5W-40. If you live somewhere cold and your F-150 starts most mornings at or below freezing, that difference is real and it matters. The first 30 seconds of a cold start are when the most wear happens, and thinner oil gets there faster. Fuel economy improvement is also real, not dramatic, but measurable. In steady highway driving, 0W-20 produces slightly less internal friction than 5W-30. Over a year of driving, that might show up as small but consistent improvement in miles per gallon. For owners whose primary use is highway commuting in a moderate climate with a newer truck, this is the oil the manual recommends, and the manual is right for their situation. Here's where it starts to fall short. Oil film strength. The viscosity of the lubricating layer between metal surfaces decreases as temperature rises. At normal operating temperature, all three oils create an adequate film. At elevated temperature, under load, the film becomes thinner and the safety margin shrinks. 0W-20 starts with less film strength than 5W-30, which means it has less margin before that film becomes inadequate. And that thinner film is exactly what turns into a timing chain stretch, cam phaser wear, and a $3,000 to $6,000 repair that the owner never connected to the oil they were running. On an EcoBoost under towing load, oil temperature at the turbo bearings regularly exceeds what a gentle highway cruise produces. I've measured turbo oil temperatures on 3.5 EcoBoosts during towing that would surprise most owners. I've also seen turbo failures that trace back directly to oil breakdown under heat. Not bad parts, just oil that couldn't keep up with what that engine was asking of it. In those conditions, 0W-20 is working at the edge of its protective range. Not failing, but with less margin than you want. The other issue is a degradation rate. Thinner oils lose their protective properties faster under heat and stress. A 0W-20 that goes 15,000 miles in a truck that tows regularly in summer heat is not the same oil it was when it went in. The viscosity has dropped, the additives have depleted faster, the protection is measurably reduced. A 5W-30 under the same conditions holds its properties longer. And here's the part that makes it dangerous. 0W-20 doesn't fail immediately, and that's exactly the problem. It wears things slowly, quietly, until one day the bill shows up and nobody connects it to the oil. By then, it's a timing chain job, a cam phaser replacement, a turbo that's done. The truck ran fine, up until it didn't. 0W-20 is excellent for what it was designed for. Newer engines, cold climates, light driving, fuel economy focus. Push it into hard use or high mileage and the margin disappears. 5W-30. Why this is the winner for most F-150 owners. This is where most people get it wrong. They assume Ford's recommendation is the protection recommendation. It isn't. It's the fuel economy recommendation. Here's the difference that actually matters for your engine. The cold start performance of 5W-30 is nearly as good as 0W-20 in all but the most extreme cold temperatures. Below about -15 degrees Fahrenheit, the difference starts to matter. Above that, which covers the vast majority of F-150 owners in the US, 5W-30 flows quickly enough on cold start that the difference is minimal. The turbo bearings and cam phasers get protected in essentially the same time window. Where 5W-30 separates itself is under heat and load. The thicker film strength at elevated temperature means more protection margin when the EcoBoost turbo is working hard, when the engine is pulling a trailer on a summer highway, when the truck is sitting in stop-and-go traffic on a 95-degree day. Every condition where oil temperature rises and oil film is asked to do real work. 5W-30 has more room to work with. I've seen this in oil analysis results from customer trucks. Pull the oil from a 3.5 EcoBoost at 10,000 miles in a truck that tows regularly. 0W-20 comes out significantly more degraded than 5W-30 from the same mileage and same use. Viscosity dropped further, metal content higher. The 0W-20 was working harder to protect the same engine under the same conditions and showing it in the analysis. I had a customer with a 3.5 EcoBoost at 130,000 miles, towing twice a month, mostly highway. Switched him from 0W-20 to 5W-30. Oil temperature stabilized and consumption dropped within one interval. Same driving, same truck, different oil. 0W-20 works, 5W-30 protects. The fuel economy penalty for 5W-30 versus 0W-20 is real, but small. On normal mixed driving, you're looking at roughly 0.2 to 0.4 of a mile per gallon difference. On a tank of gas, that's almost nothing. Over a year of driving, it might cost you $30 to $50 in additional fuel. Weighed against the improved protection margin, especially for a truck that tows or runs hot, that trade-off makes no sense to favor the thin oil. For high-mileage trucks, 5W-30 is clearly the better choice. The thicker film fills worn clearances better, oil consumption is lower, cam phaser protection is stronger. I routinely recommend the switch to 5W-30 when the F-150 EcoBoosts come in past 100,000 miles, especially if they've been showing any early signs of phaser wear or consumption. 5W-30 is also the right call for any F-150 that operates in hot climates. Texas, Arizona, Florida, anywhere summer temperatures push engine operating conditions above what Ford's test cycle modeled. If your truck regularly sees ambient temperatures above 90 degrees, and you're doing anything other than gentle highway driving, 5W-30's additional protection margin is meaningful. For most F-150 owners, EcoBoost or Coyote, mixed driving, towing, heat, higher mileage, 5W-30 full synthetic is the oil that protects longest. The fuel economy difference is real and small. The protection difference is also real and not small. I put together a full maintenance guide for F-150 owners, oil intervals, fluid specs, and what to check at every mileage milestone. Whether you're running an EcoBoost or a Coyote, the right habits make a measurable difference. Links in the description. 5W-40. Serious protection for serious conditions, not for everyone. 5W-40 is the oil that heavy-duty use cases were made for, and it's genuinely excellent in the conditions it was designed for. The problem is that those conditions don't describe most F-150 owners. Under sustained towing load, a loaded trailer, a full fifth wheel, an equipment haul in summer heat, 5W-40 maintains film strength better than either of the other two options. The viscosity stays more stable as temperature climbs. The protective layer at the turbo bearings and cam journals is thicker and more resistant to shear breakdown. If you own an F-150 that regularly pulls heavy loads in hot weather, 5W-40 is doing real work that 5W-30 is doing with less margin. For high mileage trucks and demanding service, a working truck with 180,000 miles that hauls weight every week, 5W-40 provides a protection level that compensates for the additional clearance that comes from a worn engine. I've recommended it in specific cases where a customer's high mileage EcoBoost was showing oil consumption, and I wanted the thicker film to reduce the amount slipping past worn rings and seals. Hot climates compound everything. An F-150 running in Phoenix in August under any kind of load is in a different thermal environment than the same truck in Minnesota in October. In severe heat conditions, the extra viscosity of 5W-40 is not overkill. It's the right margin for the actual operating conditions. Here's where 5W-40 falls short for everyday use. Cold start performance is meaningfully worse than 5W-30 and significantly worse than 0W-20. In cold temperatures, thicker oil takes longer to reach critical components after startup. For an owner in a cold climate making short trips, the exact condition where cold start wear is most cumulative, 5W-40 is actually doing more damage in the first 30 seconds of every drive than it's saving everywhere else. Fuel economy takes a real hit with 5W-40. The additional internal resistance from the thicker oil is measurable in fuel consumption, particularly in city driving with frequent acceleration. For a daily driver that doesn't tow and doesn't operate in extreme heat, that fuel penalty buys you protection you're not using. There's also a compatibility question. Not every F-150 engine is spec'd for 5W-40. Check your specific engine and model year before making the switch. Running 5W-40 in an engine designed around tight 0W-20 tolerances can actually work against you by generating more heat and reducing efficiency in ways the engine wasn't designed to handle. 5W-40 is the right call for specific situations: heavy towing, severe heat, high mileage demanding service. For a daily driver doing normal F-150 work, it's more protection than the engine needs and less cold flow than it benefits from. The final answer: which oil for your F-150? Here's the part nobody tells F-150 owners. The oil that passes Ford's test and the oil that protects your engine longest are not always the same bottle. Here's how to know which one belongs in your truck. 0W-20 is the right oil if your F-150 is newer, roughly 2018 and up with tight factory tolerances. Your driving is primarily highway in moderate temperatures. You're in a cold climate where winter cold starts are a regular reality, and you're not towing regularly or running the engine hard. For that profile, Ford's recommendation makes sense, and the fuel economy benefit is real with minimal protection trade-off. 5W-30 is the winner for most F-150 owners. If you tow anything, even occasionally, if you live somewhere that gets hot summers, if your truck is past 100,000 miles, if you run your EcoBoost hard, if you do any stop-and-go traffic regularly in warm weather, the protection margin of 5W-30 over 0W-20 in those conditions is meaningful. The fuel economy penalty is not, and the long-term difference in engine wear is real. I've seen it in oil analysis. I've seen it in engine teardowns, and I've seen it in the two trucks at the beginning of this video. 5W-40 is the right choice for a specific subset of F-150 owners: heavy tow rigs, trucks operating in extreme heat, high mileage working trucks in demanding service, or any situation where you're consistently pushing the engine close to its thermal limits. If that's you, verify your engine spec allows 5W-40, and it's a legitimate choice. For everyone else, it's more viscosity than the daily driving profile requires. One critical note: always check your specific engine's approved viscosity range before changing oil weight. The recommendations above are based on real-world observations across a wide range of F-150 use cases. But your specific model year and engine configuration may have specific requirements. When in doubt, run 5W-30 from a major brand with the correct API certification for your engine. That covers most F-150 owners in most conditions.